Hello everybody, this is Mr. Mruberduck and I'm back with another redstone video. Now today, I've got something that isn't a world's first or a world record or anything, but I just wanted to see if I could do it. So let's flick this lever. There you see our 5x5 Etho vault door closes, and if you flick it again, it opens up. Not very in sync, but it still works. Now the whole point of this, if I just show you the redstone, was to make it 11 tall and 12 long. Most designs are 12 tall and 11 long. I wanted to change that. I wanted to be different just because I'm special. And it works. Now it's not as clean as other designs. If you were to make one in your survival world, I would recommend the Sydney and Game for Use design, I believe, that they made recently. With Deco as well, I can't remember. I'll link it somewhere or probably the description, but go check that one out if you actually want one in your survival. But this is purely to see if it could be done, and it turns out it can. So I had to use a bit of a weird layout to get it all to work, because the problem was powering these three pistons and getting a double extender to work on the top. So unusually the top was the hardest part. So as for dimensions, this thing is 12 long and 11 high, and also 3 deep, which makes it 396 blocks. Which is the same size as whoever's 5x5 vault door it was. I have heard rumours of a 13x13x2 design, which I do have a layout for, but it would be very hard to do. I've heard rumours of that, but until there's a video, you can't really call that a world record. So, for the moment, this, I guess, is joint world record, but I'm not going to put anything like that in the title. I just wanted to see if I could do it, and it turns out I can. Now, this thing uses a few weird tricks. I mean, you've probably all seen this design for the bottom of 5x5 vault doors, where it powers all three of these pistons in the smallest space, and also starts the double extender off nice and quick. It's just very simple, basically. These cauldrons turn on comparators, but then I had to find a way to get the double on the bottom to work, and it's actually pretty easy. You just use this torch to keep the bottom on longer, and yeah, it's pretty easy. Now as for the sides, they may look just like a mess of repeaters and torch towers and slab staircases and things, but they're actually they're pretty fine-tuned. I mean, getting it into this space was pretty tricky without causing infinite loops with repeaters and being able to get a signal up. But it's basically just a side double extender. There's nothing too special here. But really the top is where it actually makes the difference. So the main thing that took the longest time to figure out how to do was get these to power. This dust and this dust. I wanted them to power, so all these pistons would turn on. But I didn't want this repeater to power, and voila, comparators are amazing. This cauldron, it's torch, so it's inverted. Well, it's not actually inverted, but it's a compact way of inverting it, I guess. So the comparator only provides a signal strength of 3, which doesn't quite make it to this dust. Now this comparator, on the other hand, this has a sword in it, which also provides a strength of 3, but as it's in the middle, it goes there, there, and there, which is exactly what we want. So if we just watch the top, it's quite quick. I don't know if you were able to see that, but there it's on, and yeah, you kind of saw something happening. But this torch, not only does it activate this piston, it also activates this dropper. So it dispenses a sword and creates a monostable, which also allows me to retract the final stage of the double extender on the side. The key to doing 5x5 vault doors, I found, is finding ways to use the same pulse or the same delay or whatever for different parts of the door, because if you make a pulse for everything that needs a pulse, so you do one separate pulse for the side, one for the top, one for this side, one for that side, and then one for individual ones which one signal can't reach, you end up with a massive mess of redstone. So what I did instead was use this one pulse, which had to be here in order to get this dust to fire, in such a way that it would also use the top double pulse thing as well. This may look a bit crazy to you, and I still don't quite know how it works. this bit here is just a bit of a mess, but I needed a dust here because I wanted that to power, but not that, and stuff. This bit here may look a bit random because it looks almost like the start of a clock. Signal here, goes around, ends here after some delay, just a block away. But what this actually does, it just times all the delay, and this double extender is the most derpy thing you will ever see in your life. I don't know how it works. If I change anything by 1 tick, it breaks. It all works off buds and stuff, and it was a complete accident. Yes, I'm gonna say it. I did not want this piston to power, but by fluke, it works, even if it is powered. And going down here, it doesn't matter that this is pointing into anything because it's a dot, it still works, which is all that we care about. Now again, I had to find a way to get this pulse all the way over here, all the way onto this side here, and then down to these pistons. So that was another tricky bit, and it took quite a bit of redesigning because I also wanted the signal to get up and also down without breaking anything. Oh yeah, that was fairly tricky, but you end up just using the properties of slabs, not sending it downwards, but they can receive it when it's going downwards and stuff like that, and things and stuff. Once again, I found that I've rambled on trying to explain unexplainable things, and I guess I'm just gonna have to end off the video here. So yes, actually, I'm just going to plug my new channel again, because I am an attention-seeking YouTuber. Basically, I made a new channel, I solve Rubik's Cubes there. If you want to check it out, go check it out. Link in the description. I'm Mr. Cuberduck. Haha, witty. But yeah, I'll see you all next time.